and we are now recording. Okay.
Okay.
You're going to give time and date, or have you already done that?
Oh, I haven't. It is April 8th, 2022, and we are here to walk from the Church of God to Adam's School and perhaps beyond. And doing that is Pat, my middle sister, and Margaret, my little sister, and Bill, my big brother. And we're going to be doing that right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're
So
kind of we're going to go on. We're going to continue a trip that we started a while ago from the 23rd Street house. I think, is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All
24th
right.
Street house. I think we were started off from the 24th
Oh,
Street
did
house.
they? Okay. 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 And so right now we're located at Friendly and 23rd Street, and so we're ready to move. And see, I never went to Adams School, but I think everybody else did, right?
I did. I was among the first class to graduate all six grades out of Adams School because I transferred from Francis Willard to Adams when Adams was built.
And you were
So
just a tyke, weren't you?
I was in first grade.
First grade. Yeah.
Pat,
First.
did,
Yeah.
did
Mhm.
Pat? Did you go to
Mhm.
kindergarten?
I don't think so. I couldn't. I don't know for sure. I have no memories of going to kindergarten,
Uh,
but
no. Huh.
hmm,
And Margaret, did you go to
I don't.
kindergarten?
Yes, I did.
Oh, where did you go?
At Adams, there was a little house. Um, is it on Adams Street? I'm not sure what street goes downhill past the office. That that street in front of the school.
Oh,
Um, there was just below the school office was a separate little house, probably 20 by 30 feet, something like that. A little red with white trim, or dark, maybe it was brown, perhaps. Little one room house. I don't remember it having a bathroom. We may have had to walk up to the school to use the bathroom. I'm not sure. But Mrs. Bray was my kindergarten teacher, and she wasn't much taller than me. So
Oh my God.
Margaret, Nancy, what was her name, Margaret?
Bray,
I wonder because I went to kindergarten in this church here, and
uh-huh.
Nancy Bray was the little girl I fell in love with.
Oh,
She had a little pixie haircut, little blonde little girl, and she was Nancy Bray. And I bet that
yeah,
was I wonder if that was her mother. I wonder.
maybe so, yeah, or a
Could be.
relative. Oh,
Yeah, could
yeah.
be.
Mrs. Bray is a teacher, one of the teachers I remember the most and liking the best.
Oh,
Hmm,
Hmm.
that's neat.
hmm.
That just the two of you went, as far as we know. I don't remember going to kindergarten either, so I have a feeling that the pioneers in the family, Pat and me, didn't probably get to go to kindergarten.
Just a little side. Do you know the word kindergarten? What that actually means?
It's
Kinder
German,
is
isn't it?
kids, isn't it?
Is it
Children.
is it German?
German, I
Uh-huh.
think. Garden.
Hmm.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, children's garden.
It is garden.
Oh,
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
what a neat
Isn't
kindergarten.
picture.
it children's garden?
Our little
Yeah.
pansy faces smiling.
Yeah.
We were very happy little children.
Yeah. How did you guys get all the way to have that little house? How did you walk to it, Margaret?
I don't remember ever having a car ride. I remember walking, but I don't remember walking with anybody.
Just by yours. Here you are. Just what would it be? 4 or 5 years old?
Yeah, yeah.
I think we
Well,
walked, Margaret. I
I
think we walked there.
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. Well, I've shared previously about um, riding the city bus down to
Yeah,
Francis Willard,
Yes.
yeah.
and all by myself. And
Would
my
you would
gosh,
you would you catch it here on Friendly and 23rd Street?
I'm guessing it was friendly because I remember um, before we had a car, I remember uh, walking. Well, I didn't walk home. Dad carried me, and from Friendly Street to home, and it was nighttime.
Yeah.
I have no idea where we'd been, but so yes, I'm guessing the bus stop was on Friendly. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it
Hmm.
was. I remember the bus being there. When we'd go to church, we'd catch the bus there.
Oh,
Oh, I
where
don't
was
remember.
church?
Well, the church was on the University of Oregon campus. They had
Oh,
I think it was, there was a church school kind of physically nearby where the campus, I think it's on 11th. Maybe it's on East 11th, perhaps. But anyway, we catch a bus. I remember Mom taking some gladiolas for the altar. She was so,
oh,
they were just gorgeous. Big basket
oh,
of gladiolas.
nice.
We may have a picture of that, or but there's one of the first color photographs. You know, when color now has faded over the years,
Right.
but there's a picture of Mom and me at the 23rd Street house, and with a big basket of gladiolas, and I bet you we were taking it to the church.
I bet you're right. I think
Yeah.
she was very, I have a feeling that she was pretty pleased with that.
And that wasn't United
Yes.
Lutheran you were going to. That was the other church that Bill was talking about.
That's the way I
Yeah.
remember it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'll be darned. Huh.
Apparently, yeah. And I think Uncle Bob's father-in-law was the minister there. Um,
I didn't know that.
uh, what was his? I can't think of what his name was. Um, yeah, Aunt Helen's mom and dad. I'm pretty sure that he was the pastor there.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, yeah,
Hmm.
that's a piece of information I didn't have. Shall we move down the street a little bit closer to the church? Are we ready? Anybody have any recollections of you probably went along this way, uh, uh, along 23rd Street, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
I
way I
do
always
have
walked to school.
Yeah,
I
that
do
would
have
make sense.
I do have one more recollection of the Friendly Street intersection there
Uh,
of being chosen to be when I was in the sixth grade, chosen to be a crossing guard there.
ah,
Ah,
you demonstrated
oh,
responsibility
uh,
I did
Pat,
at an early age.
at an
Pat,
early age.
our our sense of authority started at an early age, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah. So,
Well,
Well,
Pat and I were just
I,
talking
I, I
about how.
remember, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I remember Pat being accused of being a tour director, for some of the family. And she, waving flags and go this way and don't, and walk and don't walk. It's really an early start, sixth grade, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow,
that was me.
amazing,
Well, we were just
amazing.
talking about how I think all of us have been in the position of being at a store and someone coming up to us and thinking we're in charge and asking us, questions, and we're just standing there. And Pat and I have had that happen numerous times, and
Oh,
or at an event where we will be asked, important event information, and we're just a guest.
Yes. Well, you must have that air of authority.
Yeah.
It started early, yeah, sixth grade.
And
Pat, how are you?
Stan,
Hmm?
you were in a leadership position to a degree in the Coast Guard.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
yes, I was. My
Yeah.
golly.
So yes. Um,
I was wondering,
And
Pat, how were you chosen to be that high level position you held at a very tender age?
I wish I could answer that question. I have no idea,
Huh.
whether um, um, I I guess I was one of the kids who never got into trouble at school, so they thought I'd be responsible. I
Uh-huh.
guess I don't know.
And did you have a uniform or a flag or something? Did you wear something special or
Oh heavens, no! There was no safety vests or anything like that. But I did have a flag. Yes.
you had a
Hmm.
flag?
what,
Yeah.
like a big
On a
flag, little, is a handheld, what, 12 inches long or something like that?
Similarly to what you see uh, crossing guards using now, a fairly long pole with a
Oh,
brightly colored flag at the end of it. Yeah, that
okay.
you would you would excuse me throw yourself into the lane of traffic and and put the lower the pole.
Huh. And
So,
I
so you would
Yeah.
rock little children across the street then?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
did I'd like to point out something that I'm noticing at the church.
this
That
church, the one
the
down here,
Yeah, the Friendly Street Church, whatever that Church of God. See the roof if you stay right where you are, how sloped it is. It's
here,
like, yeah,
Oh, the
he's
roof.
supposed
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
He's supposed it to me. It gives the appearance that the floors are sloped too inside.
yes,
Oh,
I think it's a distortion that the camera
Ah,
gives it. I
oh, it's
think
really level.
I think it really is that level. It's sort of a, what do they call that? A fisheye lens?
Optical illusion.
Yeah, sort of. The lens, in order to cover a lot of, a big area,
Oh,
it sort of distorts the picture, I think.
okay.
Yeah. I,
If my memory is correct, I remember it being quite quite dark inside, but had red carpet for some reason. I remember red carpet. I
Hmm.
know the Lutheran church had red carpet, but
Yeah.
I think
yes.
that this church also had red carpet in it. If
What,
I'm
you
re-
were in,
hmm.
why were you in it?
Oh, because
The, the,
I attended a kindergarten there.
in the church.
Well,
Yes, I guess you said that.
and we had our little Bible club thing or whatever that was called that met over in the church.
Oh, you did, Margaret?
And
Oh,
I remember it being dark too
Yeah.
inside.
Do you remember the carpet by any chance?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I remember it being dark and cold.
Dark and cold.
Oh,
Mm. So
oh,
what age was
that's
this, Margaret? How old were you?
Young grade school, and I only remember maybe like 1 year that I don't remember it being an ongoing thing.
I wonder what was that you attended?
Well, it was like a little Bible club or something that we got dismissed from our class, and a bunch of us would march across the street singing "Onward, Christian Soldiers," and we'd meet for a little Bible time in the church.
hmm
I'll be darned.
yeah.
Huh.
That's still in existence. They call it the Good News Club.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called back then. I just
Mm-hmm.
remember the song.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was a I was a an enthusiastic singer of that song. I remember liking that song.
well, marching along, that
Marching
sounds really
along,
neat. That
singing,
sounds
yeah.
really neat. From Francis Willard, I remember walking a short distance to a Bible study. We're let out of class, as I recall, also, and
Hmm.
and so um, a similar experience at
Yeah.
Francis Willard. Okay.
Interesting.
Anything further that sound like there's some common remembrances from the church? Anything on either side of this? It seems
Well,
like the last time we there was something about maybe one of these houses, these flat roofed houses. Was that?
I
Am I remembering that?
I thought I had been inside. It's a duplex. I thought I had been, one of my friends lived in one of those houses, I think. But I'm not positive.
Uh,
we did
uh,
talk about the telephone wires there, Margaret, during that
Yes.
they were singing in the
Oh, the
Columbus Day
windstorm.
storm.
Yeah.
oh yes,
Oh,
you did. You did talk about that. Yeah.
I, I, I can't even imagine you kids walking home in that wind. Uh, yeah,
It was
yeah.
horrible, Pat.
Why you didn't get blown to Roseburg? I don't know.
So
That was for your
straight,
safety, wasn't it?
straight ahead,
Yes, that's
Bill,
for their safety. Yes, yeah.
where the arrow sign is. So
Uh-huh.
when I was at school there was no fence. That chain link fence
Oh,
wasn't there. But that's where the big trash burner was outside, that the janitor would take all of the papers and stuff and burn it. And all of us little kiddies would gather around and watch him burn papers.
one of the
Miss,
high points of your day.
Mr. Brown.
Mr.
Mr.
Brown, yeah.
Brown, who was
Mr. Brown.
was the janitor?
Yeah, he was a nice little guy. I
Was
remember him
he?
being short too.
Did he have coveralls on? Did he wear coveralls?
I thought it was like khakis and a brown, a long sleeve shirt, but all brown.
Huh.
I don't remember it being coveralls.
But no fence along here.
No fence. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
We
no,
we we talked about some of this playground stuff,
yeah.
like these. I think you bounced a ball off of these.
Oh, he probably aimed for the dot.
I don't remember. I didn't go. So, and here's a
I,
basketball hoop.
I bet that's the alternative to dodgeball because they won't let kids play dodgeball anymore. It's too dangerous.
Uh, yes, you're right, Margaret. Pat,
So they
was it?
aim that for that dot instead of some kid's head,
Could you
right?
hold? Could you hold here, Bill, for a second?
Sure, of course, of course. You in this here,
Yeah,
like here.
Pat, isn't this in that area where those boards are with the dots on them? Oh, wait, there's some play equipment to the left, isn't there?
To the
Yeah.
left.
Looks like over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I don't remember having trees. I just remember having grass. So
Oh, yeah, they've probably grown up there.
So didn't
Yeah.
something happen on those I think we called them monkey bars, didn't they? Didn't there something happen to
Y-
you?
yes. And the play equipment, I don't remember the play equipment being that far away from the building. I think perhaps they moved it way away, so the kids had to kind of walk a long ways to get to the play equipment now.
Uh-huh.
But yes, I loved playing on the monkey bars, and the monkey bars at that time were not painted pretty colors. They were just metal
Yeah.
pipes, and had the like a flat ladder, across the top of the monkey bars, holding up the sides, and and um, and one bar going between the what poles on each side. Uh, you know, I'm not describing this right. But the frame of the monkey bars, there was a pole that went between the legs. One leg, or one set of poles on one side, one set of poles on the opposite side, and this ladder suspended in between. And so I'd get up on the single pole between the legs of the monkey bars and get a hold of the monkey bars, and I would swing myself hard enough so that I could skip a rung as I went across that ladder.
Oh, I
And
see.
yes, and so I was doing that one typically wet day in Eugene, and the monkey bars were wet. And as I was getting close to the side, I had enough velocity going that I lost grip on the ladder and flew ejected myself through the opposite end of the monkey bars.
Oh,
And
golly. Oh,
and
man.
I'm not sure how what I hit my upper lip on, but I hit it
Ouch.
on something,
Oh,
and I
Pat.
had such a swollen upper lip for several days.
Ow.
But as I went through the monkey bars, I lost altitude and hit my tailbone on that one bar and broke my tailbone. So
Oh,
Ow.
Oh,
no.
Grief.
yeah. So anyway, I think that broke me of the habit of playing on the monkey bars.
Wait,
So
did you get to go home?
yes, actually I did. Yeah. And
Wow.
I think Mom came and got me. I don't remember
Oh,
walking home, but I remember being in the nurse's office.
oh dear.
Oh, boy,
Wow.
Margaret. Pat.
That's pretty impressive. That was an impressive crash.
That
It was
was.
impressive. Yeah, my claim to fame.
Well, I don't remember any. You're right. We had the monkey bars and we had the great big tall slide, and the swings were right straight ahead down there, kind of where those boards are. But it was all
Yeah.
gravel. I don't remember any
Yes.
blacktop. Um,
Uh-uh. Yeah.
yeah, we were
And tell,
tougher, I think, than the kids are today. They
yeah,
play on shredded rubber tires or something today.
oh, right.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Plus, there
Well,
was
yeah.
a tether ball.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
Tetherball
Yeah.
was
Two or
fun.
three tetherball. And we had those special brown gloves that we wore to play tetherball. Do you remember those?
Oh,
Cotton
oh,
gloves?
oh my gosh, no, we only had one tether ball and we did it with our bare hands.
Oh my goodness.
Hmm.
Wow, you were tough.
Yeah.
We were tough. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't remember that, Stan?
Yeah, I don't remember wearing gloves. I do remember getting hit in the head with a tether ball, and it just about knocked me over.
Yeah.
So
I think that's
I
the thing.
used my bare hands and my head. That's how tough we were. Boy, talk about kids being
Boy.
tough.
Uh,
I was tough.
anybody else? Anybody else end up at the doctor's or going home with some sort of a traumatic
Oh,
event at school?
just my dog bite, but that wasn't on the school grounds.
That was what, commuting between school and home?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you talked about that. How about you, Stan? Any besides getting knocked in the head with a tetherball, did you end up in under medical care or even just going home?
No, not in grade school. I was pretty fortunate. I think Pat's the only one that has been sent home. Injured,
Well,
that
Well,
you,
way. Casualty.
I can share the older half of us. I hit heads in a baseball game. Two of us went out for a infield pop fly. I was catcher, and a guy named Jerry Wilson was pitching, and we went up for a pop fly and we banged heads, and I ended up
oh,
with 3 stitches,
ouch.
and he ended up with 3 stitches.
Oh boy.
Uh, and yeah, yeah, I don't know how I ever got to the doctor. I think mom was available, I guess, for this. I think, but I don't have any clear recollection rather
Huh.
of this. So I guess it's just Pat and me
Yeah.
who went to the went home or or to the doctor? I went to the doctor. Pat, you went home, right?
Yes, I just went home. Um,
Okay.
and lurking somewhere in somebody's archive, um, should be a photograph taken of you, Bill, as a, at the 23rd
Oh
Street house.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
With the
Mhm.
yeah.
What was the picture? What did the picture show? I don't recall it.
When
Didn't
you
it
got,
show the wound?
Yeah.
well, yes, you could tell that he had damaged his head. Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. It was right above my. I don't even remember now which eyebrow it was, but it was just slightly above an eyebrow, and it had 3 stitches taken in it. I think at the clinic on Willamette Street is where I think is where that happened.
Mm.
Again, a vague recollection of that a long time ago, and I was probably uh, fairly befuddled by this. I went up to the principal's office, Mr. Ackerman, is that right? No, Atkinson, that's it, Atkinson, and was the principal at the time. And uh, so I was sitting there, I think, waiting for mom to come and take me. I suppose they'd call an ambulance today. Any of the younger kids, could you attest to whether they would call an ambulance for this trauma?
I never
Boy,
saw
I
an
have no.
ambulance show up at the school.
I don't either. So maybe they just wait for mom to come,
Yeah.
or dad in some cases.
But
Shall we move on?
well,
Well,
Excuse
I
me.
did have a quick question for Pat. Pat, you said you broke your tailbone
uh-huh,
in that thing.
uh-huh.
Oh boy.
Yep. Yeah.
Now you
Yep.
probably didn't have. Margaret had a very attractive donut that she sat on when she broke her
Yeah.
tailbone.
Oh yeah. Put that with my braces, my glasses, my saddle shoes. I sat on a donut. That was really humiliating.
What was horrible, Margaret, is they tied it onto your bottom so you would. Not
This
to.
was
Yeah.
somewhat of a lifesaver look, perhaps, from a fashion standpoint.
As
Yeah.
I remember, it
She.
was that rubbery red color that all rubbery things were back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but you had to
So
sit on that in school, and I remember how embarrassed you were to
Oh,
take that to
oh
school.
gosh. I had to
that
carry that thing with me everywhere, but I couldn't sit down on anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the thing really helped. And the
Oh,
donut really
yes.
helped. Yeah.
Yes, it did. Did you
Well,
have a donut, Pat? Did you say?
No,
No
no, I
donut?
just have to suffer through.
Good
Yeah.
grief.
Yeah.
well,
And
medical knowledge had advanced, I think, by the time you broke your tailbone.
yeah, yeah, it was at least 10 years later. So,
Oh,
Rapid
yeah,
advance.
yes, yes. So,
well,
Margaret, I would
yeah,
love to see Matthew do a cartoon of you with
saddle
your
shoes and
yes, and braces and glasses
braces.
and
Yeah,
your dog.
yeah. And
Yeah.
probably the year that Mom decided I need a haircut before we went back to Nebraska, and she cut
Oh,
off my long hair, and I cried when I
Oh,
oh,
Oh no,
she took
Margaret.
me to the beauty school, right? And this poor young woman cut my hair, and she turns me around so I could see my new haircut, and I started to
oh,
Oh
oh
no.
no. Poor
oh,
thing.
oh,
Poor thing. Well, it was hot back there. There might have been a reason for it. I don't know about a
cry.
good reason, but a reason.
Well, I can remember, Mom, I can remember sitting in the dining room and the sun streaming in the dining room windows, and Mom brushing my hair and braiding it into just one single braid, and her
Uh-huh.
telling me I'm not going to be able to do this because the arthritis in her hands hurt so bad she couldn't braid
Oh,
my hair anymore.
oh.
And I think that might have been partly what was happening. She had,
She just couldn't. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
hmm,
And you had
hmm,
beautiful
that,
blonde hair, Margaret.
yeah.
yeah.
I had long hair, did you
Beautiful
say?
blonde hair.
Oh,
Blonde.
blonde. Yes, corn silk hair, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Green corn silk hair.
What is this part of the school? Are these classrooms on the other side of this wall? Some classrooms?
Well,
Anybody know?
before when we talked about it, we decided that some of those used to be windows, if not all of them were windows
Yeah.
at one
Maybe
time.
painted over?
Yeah, I'm wondering if they
It
just were
looks like,
painted over.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why'd they do that?
I don't know.
I don't
Got
know.
hot in there? You may not have
Security,
had air conditioning.
Oh,
yeah.
that could be. That could be. I don't, were the
And there's,
the
go
classrooms were
ahead,
not air
Sam.
conditioned, were they? I don't recall them being air
Oh, I,
conditioned.
I
Francis
know
Willard
that,
wasn't.
no, it wouldn't have been when I started or when I went there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those doors, you can see doors evidently coming out of each classroom. And I can remember going outside with the chalkboard erasers to beat out the chalk
Yes.
from the yeah.
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 Yeah,
This
you'd
fence,
smack
this,
it.
excuse me, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Pat.
Oh, I just said you would smack them together,
Right,
to
right.
hmm
Margaret and I
This
had a
fence wasn't there when you kids were there.
no. Oh, not for me.
no. Uh,
No.
Margaret and I had a little bit more high tech. We would take our erasers down to the janitor's room, and he had a little machine that kind of pummeled them, and it had a vacuum on it, and it would vacuum out the dust from it. That was felt very special when we were assigned that job.
Well, it was from a kid standpoint, yeah, yeah,
hmm
that makes
hmm
sense. Is this
Yeah.
is this school classroom? This area office?
It looks like a classroom.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, probably so because they have a fence around it. That probably was not an office then.
Isn't that off the cafeteria?
Oh, that might be.
Oh, that could be. Yeah.
Isn't that the cafeteria, big building right there? I thought it was right
I bet it is. I
left
bet
as
you're
you walked in the front door. I thought the cafeteria was to the left.
to the left. And was the principal's office right across the hall
As
from
you
there
walk in the door, it'd be to the right.
to the right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, this looks totally different though than I thought. It was the same entrance. One, like I said, left into the cafeteria, right into the office, but there's just grass.
It,
I mean,
it's
it's
it's further down, Margaret.
okay, but I thought it was connected. I
Oh,
I didn't know it was.
oh.
Well, that
Maybe it's
corner thing. Excuse me. Go ahead.
maybe this is something completely different, perhaps. I don't know.
I thought the cafeteria was to the left of the main entrance. I thought.
Is this right? What you're looking at now
I,
is maybe that's the original cafeteria. See the three windows up above there in the roof area
oh,
on the right side,
yeah, that's.
over to the right.
I think that's the
Oh, over
cafeteria.
here.
That's the cafeteria there.
And the
So
kitchen
this
is.
up here must be something new.
Oh, that could be. The kitchen is
The kitchen,
all those windows, those
yeah,
square windows.
yeah, the
That's where the
brick,
kitchen is.
yeah.
Well, so is this little corner place to the left of the screen, but where those three windows are? It almost looks like an add-on,
Yeah, it does.
like it's almost like aluminum siding
I,
on
I
uh
bet there would be maybe old photographs if you Googled Adams School circa 60 something. I there may be some old photographs that would show what it looked like back then.
mm-hmm,
Well, that seems reasonable.
mm-hmm.
Or even on our own school photographs, I think, as I vaguely remember, they may have had a picture of the school on the front cover of the folder you get with your pictures, your school pictures.
We only got one school picture and it was a class picture and it was black and white.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
yep.
yeah, we got individual ones too, I think pretty much all through school, I think.
Hmm. Yeah.
And this is the principal's office, isn't it? Straight up there on the steps there.
And that looks different from what I remember. I don't remember. That looks newer to me. Different, anyway. Thank you, teachers and staff. Huh.
Oh, oh, and chalk. Yeah, yeah, you're
In
right.
chalk on the steps.
Oh, when couldn't figure out where you
Um,
were reading.
yeah. We love you, I think is what it says. Yeah. We heart you.
We heart you. Yeah,
We heart
we
you. Yeah.
heart
Oh,
you.
yeah, yeah, down at the bottom, or almost the bottom step, right? Second step up.
Oh,
Or
Yeah.
I apologize, folks. I have not been paying attention to the clock here.
Oh,
It's
time's up.
12:16 at this moment.
Uh-oh.
Well, are we at a place we could wrap it up, or we're almost ready to wrap it up? I can go on for a longer period of time, but maybe other people are more time constrained.
Um, I'm good with whatever.
Whoa.
I'm good for a bit more, but I will have to get lunch going here before too long.
Maybe we can just go down a little bit further then, and because we progressed pretty darn well. Is this the gymnasium over here?
It was when I was in school. Yeah, the
Looks
gym.
like it.
Hmm.
The
Mhm.
little kindergarten house was down in this grassy, like as I remember, in this grassy area down here somewhere.
Down in this area, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a sign on that building that said now enrolling 2021-22, I think
Oh.
is
Oh, huh. Last year.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, you're right, Pat.
Maybe I can move it a little bit.
Yeah, would you move that telephone pole?
I'll move something here. Hi, George.
Did when you were in grade school, did you have the police come and you had little carts you
Yes.
sat on in the gym?
Trikes. We had these big
Learning
trikes.
Right.
traffic.
Oh, trikes.
Yes, it strikes.
Oh,
Yes, as
loved traffic school. I loved
mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you had that,
Yeah.
Pat?
I yeah, yep, I remember that.
And
Yep.
what was that about?
Well,
Learning how
lear-
to be pedestrians and car drivers and bike
mm-hmm.
drivers and
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To be safe out there amongst the cars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of fun.
it
I
Mm-hmm.
was.
never had anything like that. Did you, Pat?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember having that. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, um,
That's probably why you still drive on the wrong side of the street.
that probably explains a lot. I got off to a really bad start, and all I had was this old car to drive. I didn't have a really fancy sports car.
Yeah. Yeah. We had more advantages than you did, Bill.
Yes. Well, you're a wealth. Look at some of the houses that my impoverished family had. Even Pat had her corn silk hair being combed there in front of that Grapes of Wrath house that we had. That's one of the pictures that I have on my page, and uh, Pat, a very young Pat, maybe 3 years old, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right around that age. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And
Isn't
Well,
that,
Pat, Margaret,
it
did you
just,
have
go ahead, Stan.
did you have a climbing rope in the gym when you were in school, Pat?
No, but we did get to play dodgeball.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had Margaret, you probably had a climbing rope. We had
Yes.
when you walked into the gym, there was just one entrance, well, maybe an emergency exit, but there was a rope at the far end of the gym that we had to climb up. Every,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, goodness.
And
Did you?
they did have mats laying on the floor underneath the rope, but that was a whole long way up, and you were supposed to try to get to the top and touch the top, weren't
Yeah.
you?
Oh, good grief. Wow.
That'd be up a long ways.
I,
That'd be a
and
quick
I
stop.
could
Yeah,
do
you
it.
can.
I could actually do
Is
it.
that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see how
Wow.
tall that gym ceiling was a
Yeah.
long ways up.
Yes.
Wow.
Could you use your legs to hold on to the rope too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't just
Okay, so it would be just arms,
my
arm strength,
skinny little
but
kid
legs.
arms.
And some kids are really
My,
good at it. Some of them can climb all the way up
Yeah.
to the top.
hmm.
Well, here's a little house.
Oh,
This would,
there's a little house.
yeah, could that possibly be the,
Well, yeah, well, it looks about the right size, but I thought it was turned just the other way if you just went a quarter turn.
yeah. And we're a little ways away from the school. It's on the other side of the gymnasium. So
Oh, maybe
here's,
oh yeah. Huh. Well, it was
Maybe
down
they,
there somewhere. Oh,
maybe
look,
they,
it is facing the right way.
hmm.
maybe
What's
that's
that?
it.
There was the door in the center, little tiny porch roof over the door and steps up you had to go up steps to get inside.
Huh. It
Look,
could be the same.
it
Let's
looks
see if
like,
we can, yeah, let's see if we can look down on it.
yeah, there
Uh,
it is. Little red roof. Well, in my little kid memory, it felt like it was a long way from the main school, but so I don't know, maybe.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a little red roof.
Yep, you got it.
Oh, and there's a little porch, Margaret.
There is?
Well, it looked like that
Oh,
little.
there on the side, yeah. But it would have been here on the left, on the end, where it looks like it's connected to a building or something.
Oh,
Right in
okay.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it sure looks
Uh,
the right size and shape.
that'd be amazing if it were still there because they built up
Yeah.
so much. Here's some playground equipment
Oh, yeah, yeah.
on the asphalt.
Oh, the rubberized asphalt.
I don't know that looks a little abrasive
It does,
on
yeah.
there. Good traction.
Everything's so dry. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. This could have been in July. Didn't we discover this was done in July? It seemed like it was.
Maybe, yeah, some August, July. I
Oh,
remember running out onto the field out for recess or not the field, but to the play area. Because you were trying to be the first ones out to the tetherball poles, right?
ah,
I tripped and fell and skinned the worst skinned knee I've ever had in my life,
oh,
falling in
no.
that gravel.
Oh, ouch,
Yeah.
ouch. Did you get to go home?
Probably not. I bet I got to go to the nurse's office and get a Band-Aid, though, I bet.
Yeah, you got Band-Aids.
Yeah, we did.
I think that my fear of snakes that I have carried over into my adult life originated on the Adams playground
Uh-oh.
when the boys would catch garter snakes and then chase us girls
Oh.
around
Oh,
to
dear.
down your neck, you know.
Poor
Oh
little
no!
snake.
They would put the
Think how
snakes
the
down your
snake
neck.
felt.
Oh, well, they would tease you about that's what they were going to do with them. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So, if you go back to that baseball diamond, Stan, do you remember playing baseball out there in the field? It seemed like it was 100 miles away from the school
yeah.
to me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
sure do.
And
Yeah.
get the dust devils that would blow through. Do you remember? I remember dust devils, a lot of dust
Oh,
devils
do you? Yeah.
playing out there.
I don't remember the Dust Devils, but I do remember the diamonds out there. Yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of
Yeah, me too.
fun games out
I
there.
like baseball. I like
Yeah.
playing baseball.
Well, kids, are we ready to give up Adams School for the time being?
Oh, I suppose so.
have one
Are you
vote.
ready?
We have one enthusiastic vote, yes.
I need a nap.
Yeah,
Well, Pat has to fix
well,
lunch, so maybe this is a
yeah.
good time.
Sure.
All righty,
Yeah.
all righty.
I'm
Well,
going to I'm going to have clam chowder. I tried my hand at making homemade clam chowder last night.
how is it?
Oh,
I thought it was very good. Everybody said it was good, so I guess it
good.
was.
That's
Did,
great.
did, did you use regular white potatoes?
I did.